So, we're back working on the truck and got a bunch of updates within the last couple days that came real quick. Got the trans back, got the quart converter, it's 2000 install. I went 2000 over 2300 mainly because the truck's gonna be driving a lot, and if I'm towing a trailer, it's not a race truck, it's just a truck to go have fun with. And then trans is outfitted with a whole bunch of stuff internally. It's roughly 800 to 1,000 horse, but the motor I got in this truck is only making probably 450, so that's plenty for me. And then got a new spacer between the trans and T-case, which the T-case I got done last night. That I'll have to bring that over soon. I'm just waiting on one more thing on that. The nut that holds the shifter on, I lost it and I can't find it. It's fine thread and I don't know what it is. But today and Saturday, today's Monday, I've been working on the track bar mounts. And I just shot a thing of paint over them just to see what it would look like. I might have to redo the paint, but I'm not too worried about that. And then the inside, there's the channel. And then the inside there. And then, so on these, what I'm going to have to do is I got to take and cut like a 3 or 4 inch path if I keep the original cross member for the trans and transfer case. That right there. If I keep that, then I'm going to have to cut into that. But I'm thinking about cutting this to the width of the frame and then taking and welding plate at an angle. And then whatever height I can on that, I'll weld angle iron and a cross member in between the frame rail. So basically, and then drill holes through that and the angle iron, so that way I can just run the bolt holes on the insides of the frame instead of going between the channel, drilling or cutting all that out, and then putting a load on it, it twists or something that I don't want to happen. So yeah, that's all good to go down there for now. On this side, might be able to throw the driver's side fuel tank in, but I might leave them out because I got carpet. It actually came in already, and to pull the seat, you got to do the bolts on the bottom. So I'm thinking I might leave the tank out. Excuse me, but I had the tanks in when I did the seats because it's different bolt patterns. So I might be able to get away with leaving the seats in, which I might just do because I'm lazy and I need to get this done before the 7th and 8th of February, because that's when Atlanta Rallycross is, or the snow cross, and I would like to take this up there again because I took it last year before the lift and everything, that's been done. So I'd like to take it up there again this time with the lift, the new transmission. It would be a good test on that. New transfer case, internals, that'd be a good test for all that and stuff. So I think just coming right along. Gotta bring the carpet over and finish that interior because my goodness, is it a mess. But all I gotta do really is find the output wire from the key, wire that in, and then wire the ignition component for the motor in. I got the camera up on my head. I'm just gonna get right into this because I've been having issues. And I got heat going over there because it's all able to see your breath outside. And yeah. So I have yet to get bolts for this flex plate because I keep forgetting to. And yeah, mainly because I forgot to the other day when I went by there, O'Reilly's, to pick it up. But I got these shorter bolts. I got 1/2 inch and 3/4 right here. Let me get this synthetic sunlight over here. Got them. So we'll see what really. There we go. That's better. It's bright, but it's better. What works better? I'm thinking that 3/4 inch will work better, because like the Bop Trans doesn't use that bolt hole or this one, but it uses that one. This one I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I might have to just bolt in there, cut it off, weld it, and then bada bing, it'll be all done. But what is this, 3/4? Yeah, that's 3/4. So if I took that, I might do a lock washer instead of a regular washer, because I don't need to have any of these rattle loose going down the highway. That wouldn't be too good. Let's do the 3/4. I'd rather more thread than less in this kind of scenario. Uh-oh. That one going in wonky. Feels like it's going in wonky. It's not the bolt. Let me switch to this one. I hope it's not. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I just needed the help. But yeah, so that trans, I don't even know. I don't think it should interfere with any of these when I go and bolt it up. Let me tighten that one a little bit better. So yeah, these wires are in the way, aren't they? Where are they going? Oh, they're being held up with that. We'll just put those over there because they're in my way. Yeah, this I don't think is going to work anymore. I'm going to have to rewire this for 4-wheel drive. Put that down there. Yeah, it's... Come on. This is... Okay, come on. Help me out a little bit. Oh, man, I'll deal with that later. I don't have to deal with that right now. But, yeah, so that goes there, it goes there. And then this bolt hole and that one, or this one and that one it uses, and then this one, but I'm not sure about that. Because I figured on the 4-speed that was in here, I had these 4 being used, because I could not get to those. Because, yeah, with everything up there, it was in a pain to get to them. And then that lasted for 20,000 miles. I think it's fine to, if I just bolted it here and here, them 4, and skip them 2. Mainly because I can't get to them. So I'm thinking we're going to do that. Throw that in there. And I'll show you what I mean on the trans itself, because I know a lot of people don't know this, but the Buick Oldsmobile Pontiac division did a different style. There's just this. I'm going to take and degrease all this eventually, if I remember. I'm going to try to, because with as clean as this bottom of this truck is right now, like as clean as that is, I'd like the back of the motor to be nice too. But yeah, yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking, just looking at other stuff, like all that needs to be repainted, because when I did it, I didn't really do it the best. But yeah, in my mind, just going squirrel. Oh well. I'm gonna try posting more The main reason I can't right now is because it's been so cold lately, and yeah, I know, so you say, oh, go work in it. Yeah, well, before my grandpa let me use his shop, I used to work in this truck, but after high school, into the night when it was snowing out, and yeah, I suffered then, but I'm growing and I need to treat myself to at least a shop, even if it is still cold. That thing's solid. The only other thing I could see might be a problem is these. I don't know how high that trans comes up. If it's anything like the Muncie, it'll be fine. But of course, if it's anything like another trans that's going into a different truck, it's not going to work. It'll be fine. We don't have to worry about that. Starter gear looks a little used. Yeah. But this, I think, has to be shimmed out. Mainly because I think when that goes up there, oops, that's not what I want. Yeah, it hits the teeth. So that has to come down a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. Actually, I wonder if that has to be different bolt holes. Is there a different bolt holes on the bottom of that? There is. Problem is it goes closer. Oh, that ain't good. Because this, you need a bolt hole like right here to bring this over, but the bolt hole's here to bring it in. That's not good. Because when that's all the way in, that hits. That is really not good. If I shim that, it should be fine. A couple shims will break. Yeah, but there's so much hitting it, though. There's a lot that's hitting. Like, look at that. It's like, even if it gets dropped down a little bit, oh, I don't know. I ain't happy about that. Because that was weird. Might turn it off there for a minute. But, yeah. And I hope I don't have to space the flex plate, which would be fine if I only have to go 1/8 of an inch, because this is spacing the trans back 1/8 of an inch. So yeah, I'd have to get machined washers because you don't want that being lopsided or something, ruin the torque converter, ruin a bunch of anything. If this wasn't pressed like it is, that would almost be perfect. Oops. Yeah, I hope that doesn't really cause an issue, because that would be... Because this is... I like that starter. It's a nice mini starter. It's got a lot of torque in it for being... And it spins the motor a lot faster. But, man, that would suck if that really interferes with that. And it looks like some of the teeth are bent, too. So, I don't know. I really hope... I need to redo this pan gasket. I don't know if that was what was leaking, or if I think the trans was leaking. The way how much crap was thrown on that flywheel. But yeah, so that's at least up there. And then, like, where are they at? These I would use, which are my original trans. Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, because on the old one it welded it like that, so all I had was that groove to cut in or to weld into. Now I'll be able to center that on there wherever it falls. Make a line up there, clean that mill scale off, clean this up, or weld that up, grind these edges, round it off better to, I don't think I have the socket with me, but the corner that I want, so I can mark, or I gotta mark my holes, drill my holes 1/4 inch. So I should do that right now. Yeah, those are identical. That's good. Must have done something right on that. Might as well just. Do I got my clamps in here somewhere? Thought I had them up here. Let me measure. There's that. If I could use that on that. Put this down. So it is 3 inches from the top to the bottom of the frame. Mark that out. Got holes on this one apparently. I guess I don't have them on both. What is it? 1 inch in. We're just gonna go with 1 inch. By 1 inch, because if I gotta drill 3/4, 5/8 hole in there, it'll be close enough to edge where it's fine. It's also not too far up where it's sucked up in the frame coming out of it like that, but it'll still be relatively close to the bottom, because that'll run something like that. I like it. That might be too thin. I might weld that up and move it up in it, you know, whatever. I'm happy with it. Bottom has 4 1/4, 4 1/4. Alright, that I could weld out there, I bet. Well, let me get that piece in there, make sure that fits, and then I'll just tack that to that. Oh man. Let me move this. That can stay there. Stay. I don't know what the big deal is. Put you up here because I don't need you right now. Where are you? You're frozen. Yeah, that's great. Got all this stuff. Look, a workbench. So yeah, 3 inches up on that. Take them off. I don't want them no more. Turn this down because it's really loud. It's still heating, but I'm gonna say that's the bottom. Put the mark right at 3, or right below it, because I know that this paint marker's a little fat, so we're gonna go from this side because I know it's squarer than that other one. There we go. Why is that not square? Maybe this is a square side, I don't know. go there. And a 1/2 inch. That plate will sit like that. Actually, I can't weld that to that because I gotta weld this bottom piece. I didn't even think about that, so I can't do any welding out from under the truck. So that'll go like there and there, which leaves is it 4 3/4? Inch, and it should be like 4 1/16 or so. Make sure that should be right on the line. Put that on the line there. So I guess I'll have to bump that up a little bit. Well, the frame rail I got. Frame rail is 1/4 inch thick, so yeah, that's at 3 inches. So 4 1/2. The frame rail will move out. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so them can stay there. I'm not even worried about that. Yeah, that should be good. Gonna grab, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that cutoff wheel, polish that up so that way that's ready to weld. So that way tomorrow, actually tonight, I'm gonna tack weld this in there. Or I'm just gonna go ham at it because I want this truck done in 2 weeks, starting last Sunday or last Saturday. And it's already Tuesday. God, that light is bright. Oh, Jesus. That's what I was wondering. That corner's going to have to be grooved up. That sits fine. You know, if there's a gap, I don't care. I can fill it. I'd rather I fill it. But yeah. Of course, I didn't grab. So that'll work there. God bless you. Do I have a hammer down here? Oh, I don't have my hammer. Because I was going to see if that whole frame feels like it's bumped. Or if it's just right there. But that's fine. I can sit tight with that. Hey, my measurements came out good on the frame. Yeah, so if that sits on that lip. So literally, I just need to go 1/2 inch in, and that'll be good. Grab these. Something like that, and I only need to go up half of that. It doesn't need to be ground that much. Oh man, it's just this cold's getting to me. I'm not sick, it's just, my goodness. But we're back, another day working on the truck, and I ended up having to buy a brand new angle grinder, which I was planning on doing eventually when I was done with this, until, you know, because my grandpa's was working, and then he has just a smaller Makita, and the gears inside all stripped out, so that's no bueno. While I was grinding the welds on that, just smoothing stuff out. So this is 11 amp grinder, which is the bigger of the two for the small angle grinders, which I like better. I rather the bigger one, but talked to my grandpa. I was like, oh, I'll buy a new one. He's like, no, buy yourself one. I'll just use yours when you're over or whatever. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. I'll keep it over here until this is done, and then I'll he's like, we'll go half on one. How's that sound? I was like, perfect. So we're just gonna go half on. We'll probably get the smaller one, the 7 amp, because he doesn't really use it every day, and he's not cutting like a lot of plate and a lot of stuff. Like, I'm always using one at least once a week. And so we talked about it. He's like, yeah, we'll probably just get the smaller one. He's like, I don't need a big one. I just need something every now and then. That's why he got this one. Smaller Makita, and it works good, but it don't work no more. So yeah, it's 45 degrees outside. Feel like it's sweater weather. I'm still in coveralls. It's still a little chilly out, especially in here because the garage has been shut all out of the warmth all day. But I'm gonna sweep this out, probably shut the door. I don't know if it gets too chilly, but yeah. So got that other plate tacked up there. If you can see it, I don't know. Once I get that cleaned up, I'll get that welded in and put the camera back on my head, and we'll go back at it. So yeah, that's as of today. Alright, so I got a bunch of welding done. I kind of had to rush on this because I got here later than I wanted to, but got the plates in. Both of them are welded in like really good. Switched over to flux wire and ended up burning it in like real hot. And so I know I got good penetration. That stuff ain't going nowhere. Granted, I'm not gonna like pull the truck from it or anything crazy. It's just traction bars to hold any bending force in the bars. But other than that, yeah. So I'm gonna stop at O'Reilly's on my way home, grab flex plate bolts so I can get that in there. 2 more jugs of ATF, maybe 1, I don't know. And gotta get stuff ordered for the trans, lines, fittings, and a trans cooler mount to the front of the truck. And then that's going in, adapters going on, gaskets are going in, and then I'll bring the T-case over, set that right in, make that mount work with the new style bracket right there. That stuff's all going in, ready to go, and then all I gotta do is finish up the diff, fuel tanks. Truck should be drivable, so I'm hoping by Sunday she's moving. So that's the plan as of right now, but we'll see when we what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna plan on being over here late. So, and then I'm gonna try and get this video out. So it's like time crunch, get everything done. Gotta get it done soon, or if I want to go have fun with it, especially because the rallycross is coming. So if I can finish up driveline and everything this weekend, and then whenever I get the cooler in and stuff, that's fine. But if I can get all that in, gap my converter, make sure that's good, back the truck out, back it in, and then rip the interior out of it. That's coming out. And carpet, sub boxes going in, all that fancy stuff. And I gotta order sub and speakers and an amp. I don't know if I'm gonna buy that this weekend or hold off until next weekend before the rallycross, and then do it, wire it in after. Or I'll put the 2 6-inch rounds in the box, drill all my holes and everything, you know, find the measurements for what I'm going to get. And then if I end up getting to the speakers, or if I don't, I'm just going to wire the 6x9 or the 6-inch rounds just in the box up to the stereo like how I have it before. You know, I get the amp and the sub and the other 6x9s and stuff. So as of right now, that's how that's gonna go. So yeah, hoping she's driving by Sunday, or at least, you know, movable. But yep.